Yes, I know. You can come out after, thank you. You can come out after. I gotta stay in here right now. Let me get this heavy box. Oh, get out of the way. Oh, big heavy box. Okay. There's that one. There's that. All right, get out of the doorway. Get out of the doorway. You have to be featured on thank yous. Yeah. You have to be featured. All right, we have that. We need this. It's warmer in here than the rest of the house, kiddos. Okay, let's see. All right, let's check YouTube. I think this is muted. Yeah. Hi, guys. No, that's not for you. Looking good. Nobody in the chat has said if they can hear me yet, so let's wait to see if they say they can hear me. This is kind of in our way, isn't it? There we go. Yeah, they need to see you. Hey, Sherry, can you guys hear me? Audio is good. Thank you, Gordon. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Good. I made sure we were recording as well for our thank you segment. Actually, I'm going to need to use this laptop in a second here. All right. We haven't had a thank yous for a few weeks. I'm sorry about that. For a few weeks, we actually didn't have any boxes to use for thank yous. Then we did get several boxes in, and then there were some craziness going on in our personal lives, so I just didn't feel, I guess, emotionally available to do thank yous. But this week, everything's going well, and we do have a lot of news. And you're like, Melissa, if there were a lot of boxes, why are there only a couple here? I'll explain everything, but let's start with the news. So I'm going to start with some, I guess bad news isn't really the best way to put it, but it's just, I guess, some complicated news about Brie. So a couple weeks ago, we had Brie spayed by our vet. At that time, the shelter was not doing surgeries because of the quarantine, and so we had Brie spayed by our vet, and she did great in surgery. She did great the first day after surgery, but then she started acting very lethargic, and she stopped eating, and she was supposed to go back to the shelter anyway, so we took her back to the shelter, and the shelter vet kept an eye on her, and they ended up doing another surgery on her because they found out that she had some upper tissue that was going necrotic. And so the vet went in and cleared out the necrotic tissue, and Brie is fine. She's in recovery now. But they're not really sure what caused the issue. I'm sorry, the AC just turned on, so if there's some background noise, I'm sorry about that. But the vet said they don't think that our vet did anything wrong with the surgery. They think this may have happened no matter who spayed Brie. They're just not sure what happened. And so the fact is that they were able to clear it out. Brie is in recovery. She's doing great. They said the first couple days after that emergency surgery were the most crucial, and she made it through those days. So she's still with the shelter vet. She's under careful care and observation, and she's recovering from that incident. And so she's going to be just fine. She'll be able to be adopted in a few weeks. It's going to take some time for her to recover, but she'll be adoptable, and she's a very sweet little girl. And so I know that someone is just going to adopt her and love her forever and ever. And so I guess that's our complicated news. Again, it's not really bad news because everything has worked out. Brie is going to be just fine. And so it's just a little bit complicated, her situation. Now, her kids have become gigantic. So normally we only have kittens here until they are 2 pounds, then they get fixed and adopted out. But because of the quarantine, like I said, the shelter wasn't doing surgeries for a while, and now they are. But the thing is that the shelter is backed up. So they have, I think, before they started doing surgeries, which was this week, they just started this week, they had 400 animals in foster care waiting for surgery. And so not only is Dr. Rodwell at the shelter doing stays and neuters, but they're actually utilizing an organization called TCAP, Texas Coalition for Animal Protection. That's who we use to get the outdoor cats fixed. And so they are also using that organization to try to get these 400 shelter animals fixed so they can be permanently adopted. And so in order to make sure that they still had space to fix those 400 animals, we are going to go ahead and get these guys fixed ourselves through a TCAP location. And so on Monday, we are taking these guys to be fixed at TCAP, and we're going to cover the expenses and everything for that with our Bru Cats funds from Patreon, so that these guys who are now over 3 pounds, they're so big. So we've never had kittens this big before. And so we're going to finally get them fixed on Monday. They will come home on Monday afternoon and stay with us overnight. And then Tuesday morning, they will be returned to the shelter to be adopted out. With one incredible exception, this little guy is staying forever. So on Tuesday morning, Gouda will come with us to the shelter so that they can double check his microchip. Sometimes they put the microchip on the wrong kitten, and so he's coming with us to the shelter so they'll scan his microchip, and then we'll do the paperwork, and he'll come home with us forever. So Gouda is going to be our first foster fail. Actually, technically, he's not. So he's the first Bru Cats foster fail, but our permanent cats, Oliver and Jane, were actually foster fails. How old are they now? 11? So tomorrow, Jane and Oliver will be 11 years old, and so just under 11 years ago, we foster failed them, and so technically Gouda's not our first foster fail, but he is our first one out of the ones we fostered as Bru Cats. And so we've actually fostered 55 kittens and mom cats, and Gouda will be the only one that we have failed. So I'm pretty proud of that. 1 out of 55, that's pretty good. And so we're excited. Gouda has been out by himself in the house overnight, 3 nights already. He does very, very well. He is much calmer than this guy who is insane. Parmesan is insane. And he's much calmer when he's by himself than he is with these other 3 crazies. And so he still zooms around. He still is a kitten, but he's a really, really good fit for us. So we're excited to have a new little baby boy, official on Tuesday. Right, baby? He's going to be official on Tuesday. Yeah. All right, so that's all the news, I think. Asiago, you might have remembered that Asiago's eye had an ulcer, and she was away for 2 weeks, and we got her back, and her eye looks great. I think as of yesterday, there was just one barely visible, tiny little spot that was still healing, but she's absolutely fine. Her eye is totally fine. So I think that's the only other news that we have. So let me read our list of Patreons, because without these Patreons, we would not have been able to care for Brie. We would not be able to get these kittens done at TCAP. We would have had to wait for the shelter to have spots for us. And I mean, we just wouldn't be able to foster without you guys. So first of all, let me thank our $1 per month subscribers. You guys are amazing. The dollars add up very quickly, and we're so appreciative of you. And then let me read our list of tier 2 or higher subscribers. We have April, Mooselittle, LisaK, Macho Grande, PepperSimba, Benaiah and Malka, Missy and Greg, who we missed, AJ China and Company, Heck Yes Deidra, Holly H, Little Word, Pat MM, Will K, who is in chat right now, Little Cat Feet, NC Yester Teacher, Herbal Mix, Suburban Heaven and Suburban Hell, Lily Cat's mom, who sent us this box here, KF Lisa, Jan Rob, Sherry B, who sent us this box here and is in chat, Karen Sows, Robin, Maple Linny, and Christy. We have a lot of Patreons. Thank you guys. We so appreciate your support. And we're so excited to bring you even more kittens very soon. Actually, that's part of the news that I forgot. So like I said, these guys are going to be returning to the shelter on Tuesday. And so that means that we will have room in our kitten room yet again. And so what our plan is, we need time to clean the kitten room. And I work Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And so that's going to make it a little complicated to get new kittens right away. Plus, we want Gouda to adjust to being out in the house permanently. And so our plan is that we will not have any kittens Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Friday would be the earliest we would take a group, but we actually prefer to wait until Monday just to give Gouda the extra space. So we may be 6 days or more without kittens, but it's really going to depend on what the shelter needs. And so I'm going to be talking to them about that on Tuesday since things change really quick with our shelter. So I'm just going to talk to them and see what they think, see what they want, and we'll do what's best in that situation. And so since we'll be without kittens for that time, once we kind of close this room off to Gouda permanently, we'll probably just have Holly cam up during that period. Okay, so now let's do the actual boxes. So first of all, there are several boxes that I already opened because we needed the supplies. And so I talked to the people who gave those to us. They don't mind. So the first set of things that we got was from PepperSimba, Barbara. She sent us wet food for Holly and Company, Holly and all the other outdoor cats that we end up feeding. Sorry, Parmesan is trying to get my laptop. I don't want it to happen. And so she sent us wet food for Holly. She sent us wet food for the kittens, I believe the chicken flavored kind. And she sent a new rug for Holly. So you might notice that out back we have that thistle rug. The other one that she had before was kind of getting a little gross because of all the rain and dirt. Like they roll around in the dirt and then they roll around on the rug to clean themselves. And so she sent us a new one. So Holly has that in her backyard now. And then I think Barbara would have to correct me, but I think that was all that was in the box from Barbara, the foods and the rug. There might have been litter that I'm forgetting, but in any case, Barbara sends us stuff all the time, and we are so appreciative of you. Thank you so much, Barbara. And then yesterday, Mooselittle sent us dry food for Holly and the outdoor cats, and she sent us 4 bags, four 14-pound bags of dry food. Like I had to store most of it in my garage. There is so much dry food. I think it'll be like almost a year's supply for Holly and the outdoor kids. So that's amazing. Mooselittle and PepperSimba, Barbara. Mooselittle and Barbara are like the godmothers of the outdoor cats. They just buy everything for those cats, whether it's the 2 houses that we have out there are from Barbara and Mooselittle, all of the padding we put in the houses is from them, the toys are from them, everything for the outdoor cats comes from those 2 wonderful ladies. So thank you so much, ladies, for allowing us to feed the outdoor cats and keep them safe and healthy. We appreciate that. And so I'm going to do things in reverse this time. I usually do smallest to largest, but I'm going to save this for last because I think this is for me and not for the cats. The cats are already trying to get in this box. It actually tore open because, okay, Asiago is touching this or rolling around on it. They love these rugs. So this is immediately going to go onto the front porch underneath my planter bench that I also got for Holly. So thank you, Sherry, for that. And then she also sent us more fountain filters. We actually just cleaned the fountains this week, and so we are always using these filters. We go through at least one per month per fountain. We have 2 fountains. So these filters are very useful. Thank you, Sherry. Let's see what she actually put on her note. Oh, it just says, enjoy your gift from Sherry. We will. And then she got us 2 things of cat litter, which is good because we're almost out for the kitten room. So now we will have the cat litter for the new kids. I think we have enough to last for these guys, but now we'll have litter for the new kids as well when we get them. So that's perfect. Thank you so much, Sherry. We definitely needed all of that stuff. And now we have this little box from LisaK's mom, and I already misplaced. Oh, it's right here. Okay, so this box, it says to the Bru Cats humans, and then let me see if I can show you this, because it's pretty funny. It says right on the box that it's from LisaK's mom. And then let me move close enough that you can see this. Hold on, I gotta wait for my YouTube had to reload, so. Hold on. I really want you to see this because it's so cute. Give me a second here, guys. Thank you for your patience. Okay, here we go. All right. So it says on the back here, caution, contents not for feline consumption. So let me show you that because it's so cute. Caution, contents not for feline consumption, with a cat face that says meow, and then there's a line through it because these are not for cats. So we're gonna open it in the kitten room, but it's not for cats. So let's see what we've got here. I hate figuring out how to open these priority boxes. It's not your fault, LisaK's mom. It's the fault of the Postal Service, but they're just doing their best too. All right. Oh man. Oh man. Okay, guys. I'm so excited. All right, so there's a little note here. It says, Dear Bru and Perry, so glad Perry's surgery went well. I always prescribe chocolate for post-op recovery. So here are some Bru keys from the batch I baked to send some to KA and some to Big Egg Coach. Squeeze all the kittens for me, Elaine, LisaK's mom. So she referenced Perry's surgery. So Perry had his gallbladder removed last week. And so that was kind of some of the personal stuff we were dealing with. He's doing just fine. He's recovering. So that's going well. And she included a recipe to Bru keys, which are brownie cookies. And this is a recipe from the internet by Melanie B. And so we got cookies. I'm so excited. I haven't made cookies in a while. And it's so nice to have cookies made by someone else. You know, I love making cookies, but it's so nice to have them made by someone else. I love it. So let's see here. Oh, the package is so cute. Oh my gosh, it says, what greater gift than love of a cat? And I'll show you the picture in a minute. It has a picture of a cat that she colored orange with stripes, and it says, Gouda monster striping. So let me see if I can get this to show properly. I think, yeah. So there's the cute little kitty, Gouda, and we do call him Gouda monster. And so, oh my gosh, she put them in such good wrapping. Bru keys. She made them on Tuesday, it looks like. So that's very timely. Not for kittens. Not for kitten consumption. Oh, and look at how convenient this is. She packaged a whole bunch of them together in like one little package. And then she has a convenient taste on thank yous, separate one. How brilliant is that woman? That is amazing. Okay, so we're going to put these ones away. Not for you, Farm. Not for you. She these are brownies with chocolate chip cookies, like smooshed together. So good. I think these are kind of like the ones you can get at Domino's when you order their brownie cookies. But they're better because they're made by LisaK's mom with much love poured into them. That's some good stuff. Hey, I said these are not for you. Oh, you're Gouda. Gouda? I know you're staying forever, but these are still not for you. You guys have provided a lot of entertainment for people. And I just realized these are probably blocking all the entertainment. So that's all we have for today, everybody. Just the news, the thank yous, the boxes, the delicious brownie cookies, amazing. So these guys are going to be around for another few days. Gouda will be here forever. And we'll have new kittens for you in, I guess, about a week and a half. Hopefully we get some more tinies because these guys are giant and I'd love to have some tinies again. All right, let me see if there were any questions in the chat before we go. It doesn't look like it. Well, tonight some of our good friends are having another live stream type thing going on. So we have foster cat friends in Kitten Academy and also Club Smoosh. And they're actually getting together today. So Club Smoosh, or Sarah Donner, has been doing a Quarantine-a-Palooza every Saturday night during quarantine. And tonight they're going to be interviewing Mr. A from Kitten Academy. So just to be fair, Quarantine-a-Palooza is not safe for work, not safe for kids to watch. But that'll be tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern, which is 6 p.m. our time. So pretty soon, in about an hour, that's going to be starting. And so if you wish to have something to watch tonight, and you're okay with things being not safe for work or kids, you can head over to Sarah Donner's page to watch that. So she is fostering some tortie kittens right now, and she'll be interviewing Mr. A from Kitten Academy. So it's like a whole foster smoosh. It's going to be awesome. I think that's all. I don't see any questions in chat. I see a few people watching, and we are recording this. So the kittens are being pretty entertaining right now, but actually I can just leave this box and they'll continue to be entertaining. So I'm going to stop the recording.